Oh,
Well, hello there, everybody. This is funny old guys. I forgot what we were, but that's who we are. And you're
oh,
watching Funny Old Guys. I'm the comedy thief, and beside me, and say hello there, Dr. Fat Packer.
well, guten Tag, everybody. So nice to have you join us today.
Indeed, and below me is Homeless Charlie. Homeless Charlie, say hello to our wonderful audience.
Hey, hello to our wonderful audience and Happy New Year.
Well, that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
That too. Now, what we do is we tell jokes, you laugh, you get the routine. We're becoming famous now, folks. So just
Ooh,
remember that. So anyway, before we do that, we have a point of the conversation, which is right on my script right here. Okay, guys, it's New Year's Eve. You get
yeah.
drunk, drink way too much. And the next morning you wake up in a cell at the police station. What the hell happened, Dr. Fatpacker?
Well, I tell you, I don't get drunk that often anymore, but I remember this one time when I was coming out of, the bar, and I was a little bit, under the weather, we could say, and I was swaying back and forth. When I come up, this woman police officer comes up to me and she goes, "Excuse me, sir, but you're staggering." When I turned to her and I said, "Well, you're pretty nice yourself." I
And
woke
that's
up in a, I
and
woke
that's
up in a
what you
prison cell.
well, that's absolutely perfect. Okay, Homeless Charlie, it's New Year's Eve. You get drunk as a skunk. You wake up the next morning in a cell at the police station. What the heck happened?
Well, actually, it was a very, very nice occasion. I had started my pre-New Year's Eve drinking 3 days before,
Yes.
and my girlfriend threw me out, and I had really no place to go. So I just kept drinking, sleeping at the bar. And
Yeah.
finally, I decided to go to the police station and just sort of tap a patrol car just a little bit. And I got free housing and free food for about 2 weeks.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, on New Year's Eve, I went out, I got drunk, and I woke up the next morning in a cell at the police station. And I said, officer, I said, I can't remember. What did I do? He says, the charges are that you made love twice with every woman at the party. How do you plead? I said, I did it. That's what I said. Dr. Fatpacker, tell us a joke.
Well, one of my patients came up and her test results indicated she had a rare disease and had only 6 months to live. When she says to me, "That's such a short amount of time, doctor, isn't there anything I can do?" And I thought about it for a second. I said, "Marry a lawyer. It will be the longest 6 months of your life."
Oh! Almost Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, realizing that New Year's was coming up, I decided to open a gym and call it Resolutions.
Yes?
It'll
Ooh.
have exercise equipment for the first 2 weeks, and then it turns into a wine bar for the rest of the year.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
Now, Homeless Charlie, I noticed your mustache, right? And we were talking before the video, and your mustache looks like a bat, you know? Now, Dr. Fatpacker,
Yeah.
you don't know this. I've known this poor fellow for years and years. This fellow below us was the original Robin on the Batman movie. Isn't that true, Homeless
Oh my
Charlie?
goodness.
Yes, I'm making the bat fly.
You know, we used to love you with those tights that you used to wear, but that's another story
That's another story, please.
for another time. Dr. Fatpacker, tell us a joke.
Well, why don't you tell us one? You haven't said a joke yet.
Well, here you go. I'm going to show you something. You know what this is?
Muffin for a, I don't know.
No, this is a mail order robotic caterpillar.
Its legs.
Well, I have a strange hobby. I raise caterpillars, and they're lonely at night. So I take this faux caterpillar, and it keeps my caterpillars happy all night. What the hell?
Yeah.
That was stupid. Okay, go ahead. You tell one that's funnier.
Okay, well, this isn't going to be very hard. I got a new pair of gloves for Christmas,
Oh,
but
wow.
they were both lefties,
Yeah.
which on one hand is great, but on the other, it's just not right.
Oh, very good. Got that
I'm done.
one. I got that one. Okay, Almost Charlie, your turn.
Well, I found out that Japanese scientists have invented a camera with a shutter that operates so fast that it can actually capture an image of a woman with her mouth shut. Now, if you're a woman who just got upset, remember, it's just a joke. Of course, there's no camera that fast.
Oh, you're in deep trouble, Charlie. Your fan club has just deserted you, you dirty dog. Well, there's a movement going on this month. It's called Dry January. Have you guys, either one of you guys, heard of it?
No.
It's called Dry. Well, I'm not sure what it's all about. It's either they don't want people to drink the entire month of January, or you're not supposed to take a bath during the entire month. I don't know the answer. All I know is I'm going to go for the drinking. That's what I'm going to do. Dr. Fatpacker.
And we appreciate that. Yes, we do. Oh, my goodness. Well, I was sitting out on my porch the other day when the car comes by and slows down at a stop sign and then just keeps driving. Well, the police were right there and they pulled him over right in front of my house. And I could hear him talking to him, and the police officer says, "Why didn't you stop?" And the man says, "Well, what's the difference? I slowed down." And the cop pulls out his nightstick and he started beating him. And he says, "Now, you want me to stop or do you want me to slow down?"
What a great lesson that
I'm
was.
telling you, yeah.
Dr. Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, here's a good way to start a fight. One year, I decided to buy my mother-in-law a cemetery plot as a Christmas gift.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, the next year, I didn't buy her a gift. So when she asked me why, I replied, "Well, you still haven't used the gift I bought you last year."
Oh.
That's how the fight started.
How,
I'm
how
sure.
sweet is that? Well, gentlemen, I have a new hobby.
Oh, wonderful. Pray tell.
I'm into ice sculpting. Is that what I'm into, right?
Ooh, very
You know,
interesting.
Well, it's exciting because last night I made an ice cube. You know what I'm going to do tonight?
Drink.
I'm going to make 12 of them. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, how creative.
Dr. Fatpacker.
Well, I suggested that one of my patients get some orthopedic shoes. I said, well, they would help, I'm sure. He came back the next thing and he says, "I stand corrected."
I stand corrected. Get it, Homeless Charlie?
I got it.
Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, there was a safety meeting today
Ooh,
at work.
up the alley?
Up the alley, yes. The alley cleaners.
Ah,
I'm in the union.
I can imagine.
Yes, they asked me, "What steps would you take in the event of a fire?"
Ooh.
Well, damn big ones was her own answer.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that one.
Thank you. Well, let's see. If you guys look in your wallet, right?
Yeah.
And you examine the dollar bills that are in your wallet, do you ever wonder where those dollar bills have been? For example, those dollar bills, might have been in the butt crack of a stripper. Did you ever think of that, Dr. Fatpacker?
No, but I have a cleanser that can fix that.
Well, there you go. That's all I got. It's your turn.
Okay. Valvana, two of my older patients had come in. They decided to get married after years of courting, and then they started discussing with me. They said, Val, I don't know, the prospective bride turns up and was asking about sex, and she says, well, as far as sex goes, I'd have to say infrequently. When the husband looks at her and he says, is that one or two words?
Is that one or two words? Infrequently. That is disgusting. I love it. Homeless Charlie, Joe.
Well, speaking of butts,
Oh, yeah.
I went past Dr. Fatpacker's hospital.
Yep.
They had a sign on the ER door, and it says, just so you know, nothing accidentally goes in your butt. Sincerely, the ER staff.
That's
Yeah, very careful.
Now, do you guys remember the very famous skier named Peekaboo Street? Remember her? Very
Yes.
famous.
Oh,
very,
yeah.
very famous. She recently donated $3 million to the hospital in our town, right? And they're
Uh-huh.
building a brand new intensive care unit. And you know what they're going to call it?
No.
They're going to call it Peekaboo ICU. That's what they're going to call it.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Dr. Fatpacker, last one.
Oh, very good. Well, I'll tell you this. One of my 40-year-old patients came in and they asked me, should women have children after 35? When I said to her, no, 35 is plenty.
35 is plenty. Well, I like that one. That's good. 35 is more than enough. Homeless Charlie.
Oh,
last
yeah.
one.
Well, just to clarify something,
Yeah.
it's not robbing the cradle unless you intend to keep them. If you put them back when you're done, it's called babysitting.
Oh, there you go. Well, gentlemen, here's my last one. And I have not been feeling well at all.
Oh, is that anybody I know?
Oh, it's just terrible. It's a buildup of gas inside. It's just terrible. And in fact, it got so bad.
How bad did it get?
The other day, I was walking down the street and I looked back and there was 35 motorists carrying gas cans. That's how much gas I had. So anyway, this is the Comedy Thief. Goodbye to everybody. Oh, I almost forgot. We're going to invite a famous celebrity to be on our very next show.
Yeah.
Right? And so we're going to invite this week the very famous actress, Doris Day. So Doris, we want you to check in at Funny Old Guys.
Doris Day.
What's that?
That's all I heard too. So anyways.
Okay, Doris, so we want you to check in at Funny Old Guys.
Hey, I have a point here, Doris Day, I thought she passed away years ago.
You mean
she only passed away a year and a half ago.
You mean she's dead?
Yeah, she was 97.
Well, then we can't invite her. So do you know anybody else named Doris? Anybody else named Day?
Dennis Day. No, I think he's dead too.
He's dead too.
Quick,
give me a
name.
Roberts.
Doris Roberts.
Oral Roberts?
Doris Roberts. You wanted a Doris.
We're inviting nobody this week, folks.
Oh, okay,
this
fine.
The Comedy Thief saying goodbye, passing along to Dr. Fatpacker for his farewell.
Oh my goodness, that was terrible. Hi, I want to say Auf Wiedersehen to everybody. And before you go, I'd like to remind you, go down to the bottom of this one and subscribe. Bitte.
Very important. Homeless Charlie, say goodbye to our fabulous fan base of boys and girls.
Well, goodbye to our fabulous fan base of boys and girls.
Okay, we'll see you down the road. Everybody wave goodbye. Everybody wave goodbye. Keep waving there, guys.